Nichima, you should kosher.
I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
So a quick update on the whole Ethan suing Kaceytron and Frogger and Denims. I don't know. It's kind of weak what she's trying to pull right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's check out the video. YouTuber ruined her life defending Hassan Piker. Well, let's get it.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So yes, 3 videos in a row about the Ethan Klein lawsuits. I know, I'm obsessed, but so are you guys because I know you enjoy the coverage, and today is going to contain a hilarious update as to what's going on with this entire situation. Now, for the uninitiated and probably gainfully employed who don't know what's going on here, this is a quick summation to give you context. So basically, Ethan Klein came out with this video announcing he's launched 3 lawsuits against content creators who were essentially not reacting to his content nuke on.
Yeah, so all they did was they switched on his video and just sat there. Plus, they were promoting like watching it so he doesn't get views. And I didn't know this, but people in the comments told me that in the Snark subreddit, they downloaded the video so that way not a single view would go to Ethan.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, they're kind of incriminating themselves. Like, yeah, sure, there's a lot of like, okay, you're copywriting everything. We already had like bad experiences with the past with stuff like that. But like, you kind of have to be an idiot to think what they're doing is okay. Like, what those 3 chicks are doing is pretty bad.
On Hassan Piker, where at many points they left the room and let the video keep playing, and most importantly, they very vocally shared their intent behind what they were doing, acting as a market replacement for his video, basically promoting their streams as a replacement for his video. If people wanted to see his video, they could watch their streams instead, and now he's suing them for copyright infringement. And the subjects of these lawsuits are, of course, content creators by the name of Denims, Frogan, and of course, not to be forgotten, Kaceytron. Now,
I genuinely, up until I saw like the Ethan video, I kind of even forgot about Kaceytron's existence.
Yeah.
I didn't even know she's still streaming.
Said this before, she's kind of the wild card of the 3 Stooges here. She is someone I didn't expect to be involved in a potential lawsuit with Ethan Klein, but I welcome it because she is someone who, well, is very bizarre, right? The only thing she's really known for is smoking weed, crying about incels online, and crying about Asmongold, and all of those are kind of interchangeable in their.
Not just crying about Asmongold. The last thing I heard about her before the whole Ethan thing is that Kaceytron like point out blank is saying that Asmongold is responsible for his mother's death, which is so disgusting to even insinuating.
Yeah.
Their own ways. But in the video that Ethan Klein released, he went over some facts involving Kaceytron and her quote-unquote reaction to his content nuke on Hassan Piker, where curiously, she spent more time taking bong rips than.
Yeah, wasn't it like 42 or something?
It was a lot.
She hit it like 42 times, literally like coughing out her soul.
Actually providing commentary. This is not an exaggeration. This is a fact. She spent more time smoking than actually providing commentary. And this is a little small compilation provided in Ethan's video. Hope you enjoy.
To give you an idea, the majority of her commentary comes down to this.
I don't understand this bit that he's doing.
This is.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
Let's see PM's coming out of Qatar.
What the hell
You
is
kids love
going
anime,
on?
right?
Look, I have no problem if people like occasionally like smoke up, like you do you. But at some point you need to realize when you're actually ruining your life. I think at this point you could consider it a problem.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
Like she's like faded. She's out of it.
Yep.
Okay, I've never seen people so faded that they literally don't even know what they're watching.
Yeah, nah.
Jesus.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. I know. Are you being serious?
Oh
Dog,
my
what do
God.
you think I made this? I know there's so many things.
So after hearing the fact
That is rough, man. That is rough.
Yeah.
that Ethan Klein is going to sue her and has pursued legal options, this was Kaceytron's first reaction on Twitter, where she would say, "Well, I'm suing you too,"
For what?
to an Ethan Klein parody account. She
She's suing. No. Oh, this can't be true. Bam, put the bong down. Oh
Needs to stop.
no.
was so ripped out of her mind, she didn't even know that she was arguing with a parody account. This is not Ethan Klein, this is a parody account. And after that, she would launch this post alongside her GoFundMe campaign where she said, Ethan KK Klein is going to sue.
Am I the only one who sees like the insanity of saying the am I the only one who thinks this is so weird calling a Jewish man? Maybe I'm losing it, maybe I'm out of touch, but like my brain just went full on like full. What?
Sue me for smoking too much weed. He is trying to take away my ability to purchase my medically necessary marijuana products. We cannot let this happen. Donate to my weed fund. She
I think like more weed is like the last thing she needs. And I'm sorry, if this is like the amount of medical marijuana she has, I think the person who's giving her that much needs to be investigated.
tried to basically describe her GoFundMe campaign as a weed fund. And people are seriously donating to this nonsense. But also,
To be fair, I went and checked out Denim's GoFundMe. I'm obviously not pulling it up on stream. And like majority, like I would say 90% when I checked it, 90% of the donations left comments of like I'm donating for Ethan, I'm donating to Ethan. This is finally I have like the ethical way of donating to Ethan. So, yeah. Apparently I heard like Froggen, someone donated 10 grand to her to help her with the legal costs.
What?
Yeah, that was a little surprising to me.
she calls him KK Klein. I know Jews are really big in the Klan scene, but this is a big joke. Obviously, that's not true. But anyways, you can see the copium and, of course, the GoFundMe, which is about a week into its duration. And as you can see,
Okay.
she's raised $9,000.
Okay.
That is about 9% of her $100,000
Ooh.
goal for her legal defense. Now, this is a very good time for me to share with you guys a really important campaign
I'll bet.
that I'm also launching. My own
Yeah.
sort of GoFundMe campaign where I'm pleading you guys to help me out here. Basically, the cause is cause I like money. Please go ahead and do
Okay.
a super chat donation on this video. Every single one will help keep me well fed. And as a sort of gratuitous response to your very, very charitable donations, I will leave a heart comment on every single super chat dono. That is coming from the heart, ladies and gentlemen. I am doing the best I can. This is a really important cause. Please support me. Thank you. But anyways, enough.
That is actually really funny. I cracked the same joke like when we reacted to the original Ethan video, and people were our chat was able to take a good joke.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I know many veterans that use weed and THC to help with injuries and PTSD. Her claiming she needs it legitimately makes me angry. No, absolutely same. Like there is actual use for weed and THC for actual medical reasons. It does ease pain and it does help with PTSD. Not everyone, but like the people it helps, it's like it's genuinely like a miracle cure for them. There's also a lot of like disorders it helps with, like when you go through chronic pains in your joints.
Yeah.
After like consuming THC is like the first time when they can move without feeling pain. So yeah, I completely get why you're like really frustrated with seeing something like this.
GoFundMe, she's obviously failing quite hard. She's never going to make $100,000 on this unless Hassan Piker comes through and basically finishes off the goal for her. But then again, if she does finish that off, it's just more money in the pool for Ethan Klein to collect
Yeah.
in his lawsuit. But anyways, basically, Kaceytron is doubling and tripling down on everything. She once again promoted the GoFundMe a few days ago, and she shared this tweet saying, "A short rant. I am so tired. My entire existence on Twitch since I started 13 years ago has been incel harassment campaign after
Wait, I remember Kaceytron used to be super popular, especially like what was that era, like during the whole train wrecks era, and where they used to do like all these like um content creators dating each other, like the speed dating. Like I remember she was super popular, and I remember like she fell off because her own doing. She could have had like a huge career still. We'll have to check out a video like how Kaceytron fell down. I mean, fell off.
incel harassment campaign. Oh, it's the incels. We'll talk more about her obsession with incels later, but anyways, she says, men with much larger audiences than me have sexually harassed, defamed, slandered, swatted my home, cyberstalked, and tried to get me to game end myself for literally a decade. Through these endeavors, very few of my peers have supported me. I wonder why. Because they don't want to evoke these same hates. It's been extremely isolating.
What?
I've always been thrown to the wolves to
I'm pretty sure, like, yes, I will not deny that she has like people harassing her. Unfortunately, and that's the shitty part. When you get into content, like even if you're tiny, you get that shit. I'm pretty sure there was like quite a few instances where she literally started the beef with people herself and then played victim.
fend for myself. Is she gonna say like I've been thrown to the wolves and now I'm the pack leader? But yeah, you can
No,
see
you're gonna
she
head
says,
jumped into the
people with
wolves.
larger audiences
Yep.
have attacked her in many ways. I mean, Twitter speaking, she has a larger audience than me, so I guess I'm exempt.
I just realized her bio on Twitter is mother. Okay.
And also, I know I'm married, but in her world, I'm probably an incel too. But anyways, on Reddit,
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't matter these days. You're a married man, you're an incel. You're you're a woman married, you're a pick me towards your husband. People don't know what words mean these days.
there is a viral post sharing her legal defense.
That's the
Legal
one.
scholars are flabbergasted by the genius of what she's saying.
Kaceytron pretends Ethan Klein doctored the footage of her reacting to Hassan content nuke and claims she has no memory reacting to it due to being high. It didn't happen if I don't remember. Imagine her pulling up the cord and being like, Your Honor, I was so high, I don't remember it. So it never happened.
Here, basically, she's saying I'm so high, I forgot I made this video, and Ethan Klein is making all this up.
Just because I didn't react to his stupid video, he had to make up that I did and put a video of me smoking weed over his stupid video to get attention. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about your video. Like, I don't know. I don't recall reacting to it. I don't believe that I reacted to it. I do not remember. I don't know. I may have been under the influence, but I do not recall reacting to it.
That's how you know you're really messed up. You really effed up your life.
Thing I've ever seen on the internet, but she's doubled down and trying to once again blame the incels with this tweet sharing the related thread saying the Incel Brigade at it again, trying to villainize me for making a joke. Why is it so hard to imagine?
Wait, guess she cooked. Guess she is cooked in more ways than one.
Imagine a world where women can be intentionally funny. Remember when Live Save Fails wasn't full of incels? Yeah, me neither. 2 incel mentions in one post. That's got to be a record. But yeah, she's trying to play this off like a joke. First of all, it's not funny. We're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you because you're so...
I'm not really like laughing at her. Yes, I was laughing at Denims and Frogan getting sued. I genuinely think Kaceytron is ruining her life completely. She already ruined her life, but now she's like flushing it down the toilet on top of it. I kind of feel pity for her. I don't remember robbing that bank because I was too high, therefore I couldn't have done it. Yeah, that's pretty much her defense, yes.
Yep.
I was going to react to the content nuke, but then I got high. I was going to add some transformative narrative, but then I got high. This song is stuck in my head now. Now I'm getting sued and I don't know why. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high.
addicted to smoking weed that you don't know what's going on. Like, half the time you have no idea what's going on whatsoever. And I believe that that clip was unironic. I believe that she has no idea what's going on. She doesn't remember what she does. She's completely out of it all the time. And now she's trying to cope on Twitter and blame incels. It's ridiculous. Now, of course, like I said, calling people incels is a national pastime for Kaceytron. Just keyword search incel on her account. I'll just scroll for a bit.
Oh my gosh, she needs to take a break. She needs to go into rehab. I think people have been trying to tell her even like years ago that you have a substance abuse issue.
We're
Oh
only
God.
in like March. You get the point.
I
The
mean,
only
it's
thing
February
worse,
now.
or comparatively worse, is searching Asmongold. Not just Asmongold, by the way. You can also search Asmon, which is a different set of results. But this is just Asmongold. And you can see a double whammy here, where she quotes Asmongold saying, "Ready for incel tears,"
I didn't know she's like a Hassan writer.
referring to Hassan being unbanned on Twitch. Double whammy. But again, just search Asmongold. This is her entire life. Calling people incels
That
and
is
crying about
sad.
Asmongold and doing that interchangeably.
What's her beef with Asmongold? Why is she specifically mad at him so much? Because of Hassan?
It seems like it, yeah.
Like that's like the only reason I can come up with.
But anyways, in case you think I'm just a know-nothing
Like I didn't even know there's a connection.
who's saying things out of his delusional mind, we have Legal Mindset here, an actual attorney who has weighed in on this situation, providing his thoughts on Kaceytron's brilliant legal defense and what she's up against with this lawsuit.
So copyright focuses on the act of copying and distributing work. So the focus with copyright is, did she copy or distribute work without permission, without consent, without being authorized to do so? And copyright is strict liability, which means mental state is irrelevant. You can do it, you can do it in any mental state, and it doesn't matter. It's strict liability. Did you or did you not do it? So that's one thing. Now, when it comes to damages, like once you've been found liable for this, yes, then there could be a certain amount of maliciousness that factors in there. And certainly the judge might consider that when looking at the damages portion. However, for whether or not you did it, that's strict liability. Hey, did you do it or did you not do it? You did it. Whether or not you were high and did it, or drunk and did it, or forgot that you did it because you were too tired, whatever else, that is not an excuse. And once again,
This is not even the first time people are trying to use the defense of, I don't remember, therefore I didn't do it.
Again, it seems like they are confusing copyright, which is civil in nature, with criminal law in general.
So the coping continues on Twitter. She recently tweeted this out saying, don't ever let anyone dull your sparkle, little girls.
What?
Huh?
Don't ever let anyone dull your sparkle, little girl. I'm pretty sure you're the only one dulling your sparkle.
Even when it's powerful men who get litigious to evoke support from incel communities that love to humiliate women. This isn't about copyright. Big Mama's going through it. Send your energy with this pic.
What the hell?
Embarrassing. First of all, clean.
Even in the picture, she's so faded. And look, it looks like it's just ash everywhere.
So rough, bro.
That is nasty. That is nasty work.
Your
Yikes.
keyboard and your desk. This is disgusting. Why would you post this? I mean, besides the fact you're smoking a joint and looking completely disheveled and clearly showing everyone that you're very, very unbothered by everything that's happening, this is just...
This is
terrible.
sad.
But also you can see from the post, she shares this link right here from the very respected news source, Spitfire News.
Did she smoke away her entire brain? Like you'll do like an MRI scan and all you see is like a weed leaf there. Oh my god.
Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high.
What a boom 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 boom. I'm your hype man / backup singer.
Boom, boom.
Let's read. If you don't know who Ethan Klein is, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. Klein is the primary host of the extremely popular H3 podcast, which is one of the most watched podcasts on YouTube every week. I say this all the time. Nobody is a bigger glazer than your haters. The haters will glaze you up more than your supporters ever will. You start off by saying he's successful, he's very, very popular on YouTube. Like, cool it, all right? You're glazing the man up too much, but they continue.
It's like the same energy as Adam Valens talking about Pippa. Glazing and insinuating in the hottest possible way.
On saying, for the past few years, as he is engaged in a never-ending, largely one-sided feud with his former co-host Hassan.
Wait. Hold up. What do you mean one-sided feud with Hassan? Are you sure about that one?
Hassan Piker, the leftist Twitch streamer who has been profiled in the New York Times, Klein has also become the most hated than ever before. Well, this last part is really interesting. More hated than ever before. His numbers are up higher than ever with this podcast. And also, is this what it looks like to be hated? With a brigade of people who don't like him and a very controversial video. This is the response. Is he really more hated than ever? Well, I guess that might be true in some context where, yeah, he's more popular than ever, at least his podcast is. So I guess the more popularity you have, the more haters you have as a total number. But that's a very weird thing to say. And on top of that, like, the one-sided feud with Hassan Piker? Are you joking? Is this serious? But it gets worse, okay? That's saying something because Klein used to happily throw the N-word around, but since October 7th, 2023, interesting date you chose there, Klein has repeatedly escalated allegations of anti-Semitism against Piker for his outspoken stance against Israel and support of Palestinians. Klein is Jewish and has lived in Israel. Wow. You list that like it's some sort of a bad thing. Well, Piker is a Turkish American who was raised Muslim.
Okay.
Back up. Raised Muslim. Let's kind of extrapolate that, right? Am I raised white? Are people watching this video raised black?
Okay.
Wait.
Rev
Rev.
needs to calm the hell down. When they say raise Muslim, that implies prayers and the Muslim beliefs of like how a person needs to conduct themselves, then the drinking, the smoking, stuff like that. So it's an actual thing being raised Muslim. I'm just saying, Rev, unclutch your pearls. We love you, but like unclutch your pearls.
Bro, chill, man. Chill, please.
Rev needs to calm down because it's an actual thing. But he doesn't act Muslim. That I completely agree. Does
I agree with that.
not act Muslim at all.
Ivan says, I'm Chinese, live in the UK. Does that mean I raise like white like fish and chips and Chinese
That's
food?
not what it means. Okay, you know, that's all of you guys right now. I was raised Jason. You were raised cow.
Cow.
Does that mean I'm raised Latino because my grandma is Catholic? Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
I will okay, guys line up so I can swipe like you know what? Hold on. Where's my picture? You're bringing this on yourself, okay? You guys are bringing on yourself.
How to say you useless piece of shit in Chinese? 你这没用的狗屎！你这没用的狗屎！
So,
Yeah.
guys, this is for you. 你这么you should go share.
Raised Hispanic? What a weird thing to say. Look, dude, Hassan is playing the race card and the victim card hard enough. You don't have to go these extra lengths to do that. But this article is trash. We all know this. Like, journalism right now is in the gutter, and somehow this person went even lower. But anyways, that's the follow-up to what's going on here and the updates on the sterling content creator.
I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that Kaceytron is cooked. Thank you. I'm Lifu. And I'll see myself out.
Yeah. Fly high. Check it. Spread my wings high. Reach the sky. Feathers in the wind, never asking why. I'm a bird, motherfucker, I'm a bird. Soaring high, yeah, that's the word. Flying free like you never heard.